カラバガニの味噌ウニスープいくら添えだ。
タラバ、イクラ、バフンウニ、3つの海の幸がスープで1つになってるよ、ベルト。シーラ、中央のウニの島がどんどん溶け出して香りが高まっていくね。
ガタガタうるせえ。いいからとっとと食いやがれ。
Hello everybody, Megazord X here. I'm back at it again to give you another very exciting video, and this time, yes, I know it's been a very long time, but I finally got around to reviewing episode 2 of Food Wars called the Blue Preliminaries. And to be honest, you know, since we ain't getting an episode 3 anytime soon, thanks to the coronavirus and everything like that, you know what, better late than never. And honestly, I feel like this doesn't affect, you know, a whole lot within the grand scheme of things though. But if you so happen to not watch my episode 1 review, you can go ahead and click that card in the corner, check that video out, and then bounce back over and watch this one though. And I honestly gotta say, you know what, within this episode, oh shoot, okay, finally, you know, we finally kind of get the plot kind of going a little bit more, because, you know, the first episode, you know, that's sort of kind of like your beach thing, kind of get reintroduction of all the characters and whatnot though. But in this one, this is when the plot really gets to start going. You start to get to see the Blue Preliminaries and seeing all the different members of the academy kind of, you know, go at it and face each other and whatnot though. So, you know, people just clashing left and right within this competition though. And then, oh gosh, the ending though, oh my goodness. I don't want to say too much now because I got, you know, quite a bit of beat to say about that towards the later half of this review though. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive straight up into this episode review of Food Wars: The Fifth Play. So within the first half of this episode, it is all about the Blue Preliminaries. And at the very beginning of the episode, we get to see all the Elite 10 kind of gathering around the arena. And she's basically kind of breaking down this invitation that they got, stating, you know, how the Blue competitions actually work. So for this competition, they are able to have 4 representatives to represent Totsuki Academy as a whole. And right off the bat, Arena said, you know what, because I got personally recommended because of my skills and, you know, that goddess tongue and all of that stuff, yeah, she was already had like a handwritten invitation to go ahead and attend. However, it is up to them to decide the other 3 candidates that are going to represent the school. And, you know, right off the bat, I sort of kind of thought about, you know what, hey, you need these Elite 10 members, it's going to be 3 of them, because, man, I highly doubt anybody else lower than them within the whole entire academy would be able to make it like a surprise entrance or whatever, though, and be able to beat all the rest of these Elite 10 members that decided if they wanted to participate or whatever though. However, you know what, Arena said, you know what, let's keep it fair with everybody for the whole entire academy. So let's go ahead and just open up the floodgates to everybody. Let anybody out of everybody can participate in these preliminaries, and let's just have like a crap ton of judges and be able to judge everybody all at one time, and based upon who can get pretty much like the highest score ranked out of like, you know, 1 to like 100 points, you know what, hey, that will be, you know, the top 3 scorers will be the ones to represent our school. So everybody's like, oh, okay, you know what, all right, let's go ahead and dive up into this though. So for this competition, in order to, you know, try to pick these 3 representatives, they had, the theme was soup. So they could be making anything that sort of kind of resembles soup in some way, shape, or fashion. While some of them look like traditional soups, like you had some stuff over there that was like chili, like super hot or whatever though, or you had some like you know, like some kind of like a cold soup or whatever though. There was a wide variety of different soups, and even some weird ones, which I'll talk about one a little bit later though. However, within all of these things, man, it was surprising to kind of see some of these different types of soups that didn't even look like traditional like some of these soups though, because you know, once we had all of the different competitors, you know, turn in all of their soups or whatnot though, and after we went through all of the food orgasms and all of that kind of crazy stuff though, we had 3 winners. In the third place winner was Soma, which surprisingly, I thought he was going to get either 2 or 1, to be honest though. But the matter of fact, he got 3 was kind of a little shocking. I was like, what? But with his dish, he had some eggs, and the eggs basically had like the soup kind of material up in it. So with those eggs, it kind of reminded me of when someone made that first original dish, whenever he first got into Totsuki to begin with though, and he was doing an egg challenge in front of Arena though. So that's what it sort of kind of reminded me of. Second place, we had Takumi, and Takumi had like a soup that was kind of based on tomatoes, which kind of, you know, kind of fits with his Italian kind of theme or whatever though. And with his, he had like a tomato that actually was like in the shape of a bowl or whatever though, with the soup ingredients and stuff up inside of it. So you know what, that was kind of unique for him though. But I sort of kind of, whenever I was looking at all the rest of the Elite 10 members, I had a good hunch that I felt like Takumi was gonna be, you know, the one to actually make it into this competition. Now as for this first place person, oh shoot, I was really not expecting this. Somehow Megami was able to pull out and win this whole entire competition. And let it be known that between his first, second, and third place, yeah, they were all separated by 1 point. And then you got to see like all the rest of the different people that got like close to like within the top 10. The competition was fairly stacked. A good chunk of them were in the 90s and the upper 80s or whatever though. Like literally the point difference was either by like a point or 2. So you know, this competition literally came down to the wire, and pretty much that kind of goes to show that pretty much any of the Elite 10 members would have been, you know, so to say, qualified to even participate in this blue preliminary. So but it just happened to be, you know, Megami, Takumi, and Soma being the 3 representatives along with Arena to represent the whole entire school. And in this episode we got to see how skilled Megami is, and she still can't quite accept that she has beaten Soma and Takumi to make that top spot in the blue preliminaries, and it just blows her mind that she could do something like that. And having seen her since season 1, it's hard not to feel that she deserves this moment. It's a little bit underplayed, but that's more due to the rush pacing of this episode, which attempts to cram in as many dishes, nicknames, and cameos, along with those foodgasms, into 15 minutes as it possibly can. And that doesn't give Megami nearly enough time to shine or show how she outdid her competitors, and that's really a shame though. And within her dish, she actually managed to create, it looked like sort of kind of like meatballs, to be honest though, but within each one of those what is called meatballs, so to say, within each one of those like meatballs or whatever though, she actually had the soup flavorings of different spots of within Japan to represent the different regions. So like that, like each different flavor of like the meatball with the soup up in it though, it kind of resonated a little bit more with each of the judges. So like, you know, they got to enjoy all of them though, but there was like one little ball out of all of them that really hit home, some little flavors and some ingredients that they're used to growing within their home regions, and that's probably why it put it up a couple of points above Soma and like 1 point above Takumi's. So that was just really cool and really nice to see though, because Megami, yes, she's like really right underneath Soma, just doesn't have all of that super, you know, high confidence as Soma though, but we got to see her character grow, kind of developing all this time though. So you know what, it was really nice to kind of see Megami have a little bit of a spotlight though. But because they had to cram in so many dishes and whatnot though, yeah, it felt like the, you know, the pacing within this episode was like really fast though. But that is understandable because there's so many people competing in it, so you couldn't quite give a whole bunch of time towards one person or the other though. But you know what, it is a little bit unfortunate though, but I do, you know, I am happy that Megami did get a little bit of the spotlight for whatever little time that she actually got it for. And of course, the last thing to mention in this episode is Suzuki, and the new teacher at Totsuki, who is not only playing that too pretty role for his own good, but may also moonlight as a bandana-faced baddie at a competition in America where he beats Jiro Ichiro, which we got to see a little bit of a glimpse of it sort of kind of starting off the episode like that, and I think it was almost sort of kind of shown a little bit at the end of the episode. And in this episode, he made a bold Shokugeki battle against Soma, saying that in the end, it is going to be him who wins Arena because of his extreme cooking skills. But of course, our boy Soma said, hold up dude, who in the world died and made you king? So Soma also has plans for Arena in her tongue as well. So who will manage to win Arena's heart, and or I guess we can basically say whoever wants to win her tongue is yet to be decided. But it seems like this is going to be a tight competition between these two. Now Suzuki, you better back up man, because Boy, if you even come, oh shoot, man, that just made my stomach churn whenever he said, you know, I have feelings for you, Arena. Whoa, we need some backstory or something, man, because you ain't been in like any of these past 4 seasons, bro. I'm like, Soma really deserves that woman, and you just gonna come up out of the shadows like that and be like, bro, I'm gonna take your woman, and that's what I really like about Soma. He's like, hold the phone, man, who died and made you king? Because I'm like, heck no. I'm like, there ain't no way you coming up in this mess, up in this mug, and trying to take my woman. Oh, heck no. So I'm like, no. And honestly, that's pretty much how the episode ended, though. So yeah, a little bit of spice and a little bit of excitement towards the end of it, though. But I really like this episode from the first half of the episode, which, you know, kind of had a little bit of a pacing issue, though, but that is a little bit understandable with that many cooks and, you know, that many dishes to kind of show off, though. And then a little bit of excitement, but a little bit of tension that, you know, is kind of going towards this that little last half of the episode, which sort of kind of plays into, you know, what we're about to see within the rest of this arc going forward within this season, though. But that's pretty much all that I have to say about this episode, though. But let me know down in the comment section down below, what all did you think about this episode? Did you really enjoy it or whatnot, though? And oh man, are you feeling a little tension up in the air? So make sure to tune in for whenever we get that episode 3 review that will be called Noir. So remember, y'all, until whatever video I make next, see y'all.
さてどうだろうな。ま、人間誰しも人に言えない秘密くらい持ってんじゃねえか。
はあ、やっぱしなんか隠してるんすか。じゃあこの勝負で勝ったらその秘密話してもらえますかね。
いいぜ。